welcome back to my channel. Today let's see the review of textbook of human embryology. Here the first contents, the main chapter, the first some preliminary considerations. Then what is embryology, some facts about chromosomes, some features of DNA structure, molecular structure of a gene, cell division, mitosis, meiosis, a note on chronology of embryological events. And the next chapter is spermatogenesis and oogenesis. In this chapter, the structure of a mature spermatozoa, spermatogenesis, oogenesis, abnormalities in the formation of gametes. Then the next chapter is chapter number 3, the menstrual cycle, phases of the menstrual cycle, time of ovulation in relation to menstruation, hormonal control of ovarian and uterine cycles. Chapter 4, formation of germ cells, fertilization, sex determination, cleavage, formation of germ layers, use of stem cells in the treatment of diseases, timetable of events described in this chapter. And the next chapter is fifth one, further development of embryonic disc, formation of the notochord, formation of the neural tube, subdivisions of intraembryonic mesoderm, then next one, formation of the intraembryonic coelom, then yolk sac and folding of embryo, connecting stalk, Atlantic diverticulum, then effect of head and tail fold on position of other structures. And the next chapter is chapter number 6, the placenta, fetal membrane, twinning, formation of placenta, implantation, decidua, formation of chronic villi, further development of the placenta, placental membrane, normal site of implantation of the ovum, abnormal sites of implantation of the ovum, fetal membranes, mutual relationship of amniotic cavity, extra-embryonic coelom and uterine cavity, amniotic fluid, twinning. The next chapter is chapter number 7, formation of tissues of the body, epithelia, glands, mesenchyma, connective tissue, formation of blood, formation of cartilage, bone, formation of muscles, nervous tissue. The next chapter is 8, skin and its appendages, skin, nails, hair, sebaceous glands, sweat glands, mammary glands. And chapter number 9, the pharyngeal arches, introduction, derivatives of the skeletal elements, nerves and muscle of the arches, fate of ectodermal clefts, fate of endodermal pouches, development of the thymus, development of parathyroid gland, development of thyroid glands. Next one is chapter number 10, the skeleton, the vertebral column, the ribs, the sternum, the skull, formation of the limbs. Then the chapter number 11, face, nose and palate, introduction, development of the face, development of the palate. And the 12th one is chapter number 12, alimentary system first, mouth, pharynx and related structures, mouth, teeth, tongue. And chapter number 13, alimentary system 2, GIT, gastrointestinal tract, introduction, derivative of individual parts of alimentary tract, rotation of the gut, fixation of the gut. Chapter number 14, liver, pancreas, spleen, respiratory system, body cavities, liver, pancreas and spleen, gallbladder and biliary passages, pancreas, spleen, the respiratory system, larynx, trachea and bronchi, lungs, body cavities, pleural cavity, then peritoneal cavity, diaphragm. The next chapter is 15, CVS, that is cardiovascular system. The main first one is the heart, development of the right atrium, development of the left atrium, development of ventricles, then pericardial cavity, the arteries, anomalous development of pharyngeal arch arteries, veins, fetal circulation, lymphatic system. Next chapter is urogenital system, introduction, development of kidneys, absorption of lower part of mesonephric duct into cloaca, then development of the ureter, development of the urinary bladder, development of female urethra, development of the male urethra, development of the prostate, paramesonephric duct, development of uterus and uterine tubes, development of vagina, development of extragenitalia, development of testis, development of the ovary, fate of mesonephric duct and tubes in male, fate of mesonephric ducts and tubules in the females. And the next chapter is the nervous system, introduction, spinal cord, medulla oblongata, pons, midbrain, cerebellum, cerebellar hemisphere, then autonomic nervous system. Then chapter 18, hypophysis cerebri, pineal and adrenal. Hypophysis cerebri, pineal gland, adrenal gland. And the next chapter is, the last one is the eye and the ear, development of the eye, development of the ear. Next, the index is given. First of all, we are going to see the first topic, chapter some preliminary consideration. Here, what the main definitions for embryology, what are gametes, gonads, and number of chromosomes, all those things. Then diagrammatic representation of chromosomes. Then about cell divisions, mitosis, meiosis, and the main stages of mitosis. Then about the cell cycle phase, G phase, G1, S phase, M phase. Then about spermatogenesis and oogenesis, the parts of the spermatozoa. The next about the transfer section of principal piece of spermatozoon. Then stages of spermatogenesis. The diagrammatic representation of stages of spermatogenesis is given in the figure. Then in each and every topic, the clear explanation for diagram and as well as the theoretical purpose is given. Then stages in oogenesis. Then here the abnormalities in formation of gametes, like anomalies of form, then chromosomal abnormalities like trisomy, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, all those things. Then effects of non-distinction during first mitotic division. Then about menstrual cycle. Here the components of uterine endometrium, these undergoes changes during menstrual cycle. Then the phases of menstrual cycle. Then about shedding off and degeneration of uterine endometrium. Here the clinical correlation is given. The next one is the formation of germ layers. About the fertilization, the main path taken by the sperm. In each and every chapter, first they are given the highlights, the main important points of this whole chapter. Then about the cleavage, then the main about the formation of germ layers. And here the table. The next one is further development of embryonic disc, the main highlight points of this chapter. Then about the formation of notochord. Here the stages of establishment of umbilical cord. And the next chapter is the placenta fetal membrane twinning. The same like diagrammatic representation, definition, table, clinical correlation. The same as for every chapters. Here related about the heart, the main veins, the main arteries, and about the fetal circulation, then about the human embryology, like testis, then about the last cerebellum, that's pons, medulla oblongata, midbrain, cerebral hemisphere. Then about the last topic, ear and eye and ear, the main development of ear. here the main position of nasolacrimal rope, the main development of ear. This is the sensory areas developing in internal ear and the nerve supply. At last, the timetable of these events described in this chapter. At last, the end of this textbook index. Thank you guys.